Princess Diana was one of the most famous and beloved figures of the 20th century, renowned for her grace, beauty, and humanitarian efforts. Born Diana Spencer on July 1, 1961, in Sandringham, Norfolk, England, she became the Princess of Wales when she married Prince Charles in 1981. The royal couple had two sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. Diana quickly became known for her sense of style and her charitable work, particularly her efforts to help the homeless, AIDS patients, and victims of landmines. She was widely admired for her empathy and compassion, and her work helped to raise awareness and funding for many important causes. However, Diana's life was not without its difficulties. Her marriage to Prince Charles was troubled from the beginning, and the couple eventually divorced in 1996. Diana also struggled with depression and an eating disorder, and she faced intense scrutiny from the media throughout her life. Despite these challenges, Diana remained a beloved and influential figure throughout the world. Her tragic death in a car accident in Paris on August 31, 1997, at the age of 36, was a shock to millions of people around the globe. Her funeral was watched by millions on television, and her legacy as a humanitarian, mother, and global icon has endured to this day. Diana's enduring popularity can be seen in the many memorials and tributes that have been created in her honor, including the Diana Memorial Fountain in London's Hyde Park, the Diana, Princess of Wales Memorial Fund, and the Diana Award, which recognizes young people who are making a positive difference in their communities. Overall, Princess Diana's life was an unforgettable one, marked by both triumphs and tragedies. Her enduring legacy as a global icon and humanitarian serves as a reminder of the power of compassion, empathy, and kindness, and her influence will continue to be felt for generations to come. Princess Diana was a cultural and fashion icon during her lifetime. She was known for her impeccable sense of style, which influenced fashion trends around the world. She was often photographed wearing elegant gowns and iconic outfits, such as the Travolta dress, a midnight blue velvet evening gown she wore to a White House gala in 1985. Diana's personal life was also a subject of intense media scrutiny. Her marriage to Prince Charles was plagued by rumors of infidelity and tension with the royal family. The couple officially separated in 1992 and divorced in 1996. Diana's candid interviews about her struggles with depression, bulimia, and the challenges of life in the public eye were widely reported and helped to destigmatize mental health issues. Despite the challenges she faced, Diana remained committed to her charitable work. She was a patron of more than 100 charities and organizations and used her platform to raise awareness and funds for a wide range of causes, including cancer research, HIV, AIDS prevention, and the elimination of landmines. Diana's tragic death in 1997 sent shockwaves around the world. She was mourned by millions of people who admired her grace, kindness, and humanitarian spirit. Her legacy continues to inspire people around the world to work for positive change in their communities, and she remains one of the most beloved and influential figures of the 20th century. Diana's impact on the world went beyond her philanthropic work and fashion choices. She was a trailblazer in breaking down barriers and challenging social norms. For example, she was one of the first public figures to be photographed holding hands with an HIV-positive patient in the 1980s, at a time when there was still a great deal of stigma around the disease. Diana also broke new ground in her parenting style, particularly for a member of the royal family. She was known for being a loving and involved mother to her two sons, William and Harry, and was not afraid to be affectionate with them in public. She also worked hard to give them a sense of normalcy and privacy, despite their royal status. In addition to her charitable work, Diana also used her platform to advocate for political causes. She was a vocal supporter of the anti-landmine movement, and her work helped to bring about the signing of the Ottawa Treaty, which banned the use of landmines in many countries. Diana's legacy continues to inspire people around the world. Her impact can be seen in the continued work of the many charities and organizations she supported, as well as in the numerous tributes and memorials that have been created in her honor. Her life serves as a reminder of the power of compassion, empathy, and kindness, and her influence will be felt for generations to come. Princess Diana's influence on popular culture is undeniable. She was a frequent subject of tabloid headlines and paparazzi photos, and her personal life was widely covered in the media. Her marriage and divorce from Prince Charles were watched by millions around the world, and her death in 1997 was a shock that reverberated throughout the globe. However, Diana's cultural impact goes beyond the media frenzy that surrounded her. She was a symbol of hope and compassion for many people, and her work as a humanitarian inspired others to get involved in charitable causes. Her advocacy for issues like HIV, AIDS awareness, landmine eradication, and cancer research helped to raise awareness and funds for important causes. Diana's sense of style and fashion also left a lasting impression on the world. Her iconic looks, from the revenge dress she wore to a public event on the same day Prince Charles admitted to adultery, to the casual jeans and sweatshirt outfits she wore while volunteering with homeless charities, continue to be emulated and celebrated today. In the years since her death, Diana's legacy has been commemorated in numerous ways. The Diana Memorial Fountain, located in London's Hyde Park, is a popular tourist attraction, while the Diana, Princess of Wales Memorial Fund has raised millions of pounds for charitable causes. In addition, the Diana Award recognizes young people who are making a positive impact in their communities, continuing Diana's legacy of philanthropy and compassion. Overall, Princess Diana's life and legacy continue to inspire people around the world. Her influence on popular culture, fashion, and philanthropy will continue to be felt for many years to come. Princess Diana's impact extends beyond her philanthropy, fashion sense, and media attention. She also challenged traditional gender roles and societal expectations, particularly within the British monarchy. She was one of the first royal women to publicly embrace and support causes related to mental health and addiction, which were often considered taboo subjects. Diana also played an important role in shifting the public perception of the royal family. She brought a touch of humanity and relatability to a family that had long been viewed as distant and out of touch with the rest of society. Her willingness to speak candidly about her personal struggles and vulnerabilities helped to humanize the royal family and make them more accessible to the public. Furthermore, Diana's influence on the royal family can still be seen today. Her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, have both continued her work in charitable causes, particularly in the areas of mental health and HIV/AIDS awareness. They have also followed her lead in being more open and candid about their personal lives and struggles. Diana's impact on the world has been recognized through numerous awards and honors. She was awarded the Freedom of the City of London in recognition of her charitable work, and in 2017, a statue was commissioned in her honor to be erected in the public gardens of Kensington Palace. In summary, Princess Diana's life was filled with triumphs and struggles, but her legacy lives on as a symbol of compassion, kindness, and advocacy. He broke down barriers and challenged societal expectations, and her impact on the world continues to inspire and uplift people today. One of Princess Diana's most notable contributions to the world was her work to raise awareness about landmines. She famously visited Angola in 1997 and walked through a minefield to bring attention to the issue. Her efforts helped to bring about the signing of the Ottawa Treaty, which banned the use of landmines in many countries and has saved countless lives. In addition to her work with landmines, Diana was also a champion for children's rights. She was a patron of numerous organizations that focused on helping disadvantaged children, and her work helped to raise awareness about issues such as child poverty, child abuse, and children with disabilities. Diana's impact on fashion is also worth noting. She was known for her bold, statement-making looks and was often seen as a fashion icon. She popularized many styles, such as the Sloane Ranger look and the off-the-shoulder Diana neckline. Her fashion choices helped to shape the trends of the 1980s and 1990s, and her legacy continues to influence fashion today. Finally, Diana's life and legacy have been the subject of numerous books, films, and documentaries. Her story continues to captivate and inspire people around the world, and her legacy serves as a reminder of the power of compassion and kindness. Despite her tragic death at a young age, Princess Diana's impact on the world will be felt for generations to come. Princess Diana was also known for her close relationship with the media. She had a complex relationship with the press, who often followed her every move, but she also recognized the importance of the media in raising awareness about the causes she cared about. She used her platform to bring attention to issues such as HIV, AIDS, mental health, and landmine eradication, and her ability to capture the public's attention helped to bring these issues into the mainstream. Diana's humanitarian work was also a reflection of her personal values. She was known for her kindness, compassion, and empathy, and her ability to connect with people from all walks of life. She was particularly beloved by those who felt marginalized or ignored by society, and her willingness to reach out to people in need helped to create a sense of community and connectedness. Furthermore, Diana was also a trailblazer in many ways. She was one of the first royal women to seek out and create her own path, both in terms of her philanthropic work and her personal life. Her decision to separate from Prince Charles and her willingness to talk publicly about her struggles with mental health and bulimia were groundbreaking at the time, and have since helped to break down stigmas surrounding these issues. Finally, Diana's death in 1997 was a tragedy that deeply impacted people around the world. Her funeral was watched by millions, and the outpouring of grief that followed her passing was unlike anything the world had seen before. In the years since her death, her legacy has continued to inspire people around the world, and her contributions to the fields of philanthropy, fashion, and humanitarianism continue to be celebrated and remembered. One of the most enduring aspects of Princess Diana's legacy is the impact she had on mental health advocacy. She was one of the first public figures to speak openly about her struggles with depression, anxiety, and bulimia, which were often stigmatized and misunderstood at the time. Her willingness to share her experiences helped to break down the walls of shame and silence that often surround mental illness, and paved the way for others to speak out and seek help. In addition to her advocacy for mental health, Diana was also a tireless advocate for HIV/AIDS awareness. In the 1980s and 1990s, when the disease was still largely stigmatized and misunderstood, she visited hospitals and hospices where HIV/AIDS patients were being treated, and helped to raise awareness about the disease through her public appearances and speeches. Her efforts helped to break down some of the stigma surrounding the disease and brought attention to the urgent need for research, prevention, and treatment. Finally, Diana's impact on the world can also be seen in the way she raised her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. She instilled in them a sense of compassion, empathy, and social responsibility, and encouraged them to use their platform to make a positive difference in the world. Today, both William and Harry are active in charitable causes and humanitarian work, and their mother's legacy continues to inspire and guide them in their efforts. In summary, Princess Diana's impact on the world was multifaceted and far-reaching. She used her platform to advocate for important causes, to challenge societal norms and expectations, and to inspire kindness, compassion, and empathy in those around her. Her legacy continues to inspire people today, and she remains an enduring symbol of strength, resilience, and grace. Another aspect of Princess Diana's legacy is her impact on the world of philanthropy. She was a passionate advocate for charitable causes, and used her platform to raise awareness and funds for a variety of organizations. She supported causes ranging from the fight against HIV, AIDS and landmine eradication to the arts, children's healthcare, and homelessness. Her work helped to shine a light on important issues and provided crucial support to those in need. Moreover, Princess Diana's impact on fashion extended far beyond just her personal style. She was a patron of British fashion and supported emerging designers, helping to launch the careers of several notable fashion industry figures. Her fashion choices also helped to popularize certain trends and styles, and her influence can still be seen in the world of fashion today. Furthermore, Princess Diana's life and legacy have inspired many people around the world to become involved in charitable causes and to make a positive difference in their communities. She demonstrated the power of empathy, kindness, and compassion, and showed that even small acts of kindness can make a big difference in the world. Finally, Princess Diana's legacy has also had an impact on the British monarchy itself. Her decision to speak openly about her personal struggles and to challenge the expectations placed on her by her royal status helped to modernize the monarchy and create a more open and inclusive image. Her impact on the monarchy continues to be felt today, with the younger generation of royals following in her footsteps by advocating for important causes and being more open about their personal lives. In conclusion, Princess Diana's impact on the world was far-reaching and multifaceted. She used her platform to advocate for important causes, to inspire kindness and compassion, and to challenge societal norms and expectations. Her legacy continues to inspire and guide people around the world, and her contributions to the fields of philanthropy, fashion, and humanitarianism will be remembered for generations to come. One of Princess Diana's most famous quotes is, "Carry out a random act of kindness, with no expectation of reward, safe in the knowledge that one day someone might do the same for you." This quote speaks to her belief in the power of empathy and kindness to make a positive difference in the world. She believed that small acts of kindness could have a ripple effect, inspiring others to also do good deeds and create a more compassionate and connected world. This quote has become a rallying cry for those who seek to carry on Princess Diana's legacy of kindness and compassion. Another famous quote by Princess Diana is, "I think the biggest disease the world suffers from in this day and age is the disease of people feeling unloved. I know that I can give love for a minute, for half an hour, for a day, for a month, but I can give. I am very happy to do that. I want to do that." This quote highlights Diana's belief in the power of love and her commitment to using her platform to spread love and kindness wherever she could. She believed that everyone had the ability to give love and make a positive impact on the world, and her own actions reflected this philosophy. Another famous quote by Princess Diana is, "People think that at the end of the day a man is the only answer. Actually, a fulfilling job is better for me." This quote reflects Diana's independence and her belief in the importance of pursuing one's passions and interests. She was a strong advocate for women's rights and encouraged women to pursue their own dreams and ambitions, rather than relying on a man to define their worth. Finally, Princess Diana's quote, "I'd like to be a queen of people's hearts, in people's hearts, but I don't see myself being queen of this country," has become a defining statement of her legacy. It speaks to her desire to connect with people on a personal level and to make a positive difference in their lives, rather than simply fulfilling the formal duties of a monarch. Her legacy as a compassionate, empathetic, and caring person has earned her a lasting place in the hearts of people around the world, and her impact on society continues to be felt to this day. Another famous quote by Princess Diana is, "HIV does not make people dangerous to know. You can shake their hands and give them a hug. Heaven knows they need it." This quote reflects Diana's dedication to raising awareness and breaking down the stigma surrounding HIV/AIDS. She was one of the first public figures to be photographed shaking hands with an HIV-positive patient and was a vocal advocate for the rights and dignity of those living with the disease. Diana's quote, "Family is the most important thing in the world," is another well-known statement that reflects her deep love and commitment to her family. Despite the challenges she faced in her personal life, she remained devoted to her children and prioritized their happiness and well-being above all else. Finally, Princess Diana's famous interview with Martin Bashir in 1995 included the memorable line, "Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." This quote refers to the breakdown of her marriage to Prince Charles and her acknowledgement that there were outside factors contributing to their problems. The interview was widely watched and marked a turning point in Diana's relationship with the British media and public, as she spoke candidly about her personal life and challenges.